Hello, good people of Bills Nation. The second season of the Jedediah Snyderman era in Buffalo is in full swing. Week 6 of the NFL is coming at you right here on Snyderman Broadcasting in just a few minutes. But we need to remind you very quickly that the poll for the name of the Bills' new stadium is still open. You can find the link for that in the description of this broadcast. If we take a look around the NFL, Week 5, your Buffalo Bills barely squeaked out a victory against the Miami Dolphins. Your Bills won 26-24 in that game at home. In the meantime, if we take a look around some of the other games in the NFL last week, the football team on Thursday night went into Philadelphia and got a 3-point victory, 20-17 in that game. Speaking of the Jacksonville Jaguars, it's a new era of football in Jacksonville these last two seasons as they go into Cincinnati and win 42-28 against Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Denver Broncos beat the Ravens at home, pulling off the upset in that game. The Cleveland Browns are victors in New York against the New York Jets. The Kansas City Chiefs beat up on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams out there in Los Angeles. The Cardinals defend their home turf against the New Orleans Saints and Ian Book under center in that one. Meanwhile, the Seattle Seahawks go out to LA and they beat the Chargers in a doubleheader out there in Los Angeles. So interesting game out there. The Carolina Panthers defend their home turf against the 49ers, 31-17 in that one. Indianapolis goes into Houston, comes out victors on the road against the Texans. Chicago defends Soldier Field against the Atlanta Falcons, 31-28 in that game. Detroit, the surprising, undefeated Detroit Lions, defend Ford Field and beat Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers at home. The Patriots welcome in the Raiders and dismiss the Raiders with a loss, 21-7 New England out there at Foxborough. The Steelers go into Raymond James Stadium down in Tampa Bay and upset Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 20-17 in that game. Sunday night, the Vikings go out to Dallas and come out victors, 31-27 Vikings in that game. And on Monday night, the Tennessee Titans hosted the New York Giants and the Titans come out with the victory there against the New York Football Giants. But if we take a look at this new Jaguars team before we head out to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field, this is not the same Jacksonville team that went to the Super Bowl last year. It is even better. Key additions for the Jacksonville Jaguars last offseason include a beefed up receiving core that introduced Jacoby Myers, Valdez Scantling, and Anton Wesley. The Jaguars also have a new tight end in Dalton Schultz. There's also improvement on the other side of the football with Derek Barnett taking over at right end. They also have introduced Levante David as a backup to Miles Jack there in the middle linebacker spot. The secondary is incredible with Shaquille Griffin, Bryce Callahan, Rasul Douglas, Tyson Campbell, and Nick Needham rounding out the secondary for these Jaguars. So a lot of key additions to this Jacksonville team. A lot of good things to talk about out there in Jacksonville. But let's head on out to TIAA Bank Field for the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Buffalo Bills. Welcome everyone to beautiful Jacksonville, Florida for Week 6 of Madden NFL 22 right here on Snyderman Broadcasting, where your Buffalo Bills are coming to town to face the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars, one great story after another for them the last two seasons, making it all the way to the AFC Championship game last year, eliminating your Bills in the process. James Robinson right there. As you can see, he's been a big part of this Jacksonville offense the last 2 seasons. But we are about ready to get underway as Tyler Bass sends a booming kick into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So that'll bring it out to the Jacksonville 25. And there you see second-year man Trevor Lawrence. He's been the face for this Jacksonville offense, and he looks to continue his success right now. 16 touchdowns already on the season for young Mr. Lawrence. Lawrence will come out in the pistol formation here on the first play of the day. He is going to drop back, look for, and not be able to find Robinson there on the check down. Robinson, something of an emergency valve for Lawrence, something a good young quarterback always needs. And there is Robinson. He's going to get the first down and more. He's going to take it across the 50, call it about the 47-yard line there after the 28-yard gain by Robinson. So there you go. We talked about it. Robinson being a big emergency valve for Lawrence. He is going to be huge moving forward in Lawrence's career. It's nice to have a back like that young quarterbacks like this can lean on. Lawrence and Robinson have these Jags moving. Lawrence is going to drop back. He's going to look to scramble, but he will be knocked down by Edmonds. Edmonds with the sack on Lawrence, something that wasn't able to happen a whole lot in last year's playoffs. Lawrence kind of ran all over this Bills defense in the playoffs last year. So if you are the D coordinator for these Bills, if you are Sean McDermott, you love to see a play like that, keeping Lawrence contained and not letting him get out of hand here. As Lawrence is going to drop back into the gun, he's going to look for and not be able to find anybody as he has to throw that ball away. So that'll lead to the field goal kicker, Justin Rohrweiser. 45-yard attempt is up, and he drills it. So the Jags take an early 3-0 lead against your Bills here in the first quarter. Not a great start if you are Buffalo. Of course, you could have given up a touchdown there. Meanwhile, here comes Josh Allen. 8 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions on this season for Allen. So vast improvement, as we've been saying, for Allen so far this year. Allen will drop back, and he will look deep but not be able to find anybody, as that pass will be deflected and fall harmlessly to the turf. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for your Bills. Allen again, he's going to drop back. He's going to look for, and this time he will be able to find Gabriel Davis. Gets out to about midfield. Big strike to Davis there. Call it 23 yards on the pass for Davis. So almost identical first 2 plays on the drive for your Bills and the Jaguars, with a first play that gets stuffed, but then come right back with a big strike over 20 yards there for Davis on that reception. Has these Bills moving. The Bills are in the red zone. Ball's at 3. It's play action. Looking for the rookie May and finding May in the end zone. That is career touchdown number 1. So they will take that ball and set it aside. That will be a trophy for the mantle for Levi May, catching his first ever NFL touchdown here in Jacksonville. The tight end out of Texas A&M. He's been a nice addition to this offense. I know the Bills love to have him. He wasn't originally super thrilled to be in Buffalo, but now that he's gotten more touches and has seen his role in this offense, I would say he's pretty happy. Meanwhile, here come the Jaguars yet again. Lawrence drops back in. He does find his receiver there for the first down. As these Jags are moving, Robinson looking for the first on 3rd and inches. He is going to be stuffed by Johnson. Taron Johnson coming in and making the stop on the play on 3rd and inches. So big stand there by the Buffalo defense. You absolutely love to see that if you are Sean McDermott and this D coordinator. But they're going to go for it on 4th down. Lawrence pitches it out to Robinson. He's going to be stuffed by White, so that'll be a turnover on downs. Tre'Davious White making the big stop on that play. So huge defensive stand for the Bills. Gets their offense back on the field at their own 25. So if you're Jacksonville, you would have been better off taking the field goal there, making it a 1-point gain. Meanwhile, Allen is under center. He's got a man in motion. There goes Jacobs. Jacobs gains about 4 or 5 on the play. Chason down on the field, so we will keep an eye on that moving forward, as your Bills are now driving deep into Jacksonville territory. Ball at the Jacksonville 34. Jacobs gets it across the 30 to about the 29 there to end the quarter. 7-3 our score going into quarter number 2. This game brought to you by Wizards of the Coast. Be nerdy with your friends, play some Dungeons & Dragons in an epic fantasy campaign. But we are back here with quarter number 2. Allen out of the gun. He's going to drop back, look for Juju in the flat. He's going to find him, and that will be a first down. 8 for 11 on the day so far for Allen. Just over 100 yards passing for Josh on the day. And there you see Juju working his magic so far this season. Another first down for him right there. Here comes Allen in the red zone. Allen's dropping back again, looking for May. This time, May is not going to be able to power his way into the end zone. So nothing doing for May on that play. Josh looking for the big body tight end. They're inside the 5, and he only gets up to about the 1. So May almost getting number 2 on the day. But it is not to be, as there were 2 Jacksonville defenders right there to form the wall, keeping him out of the end zone. But it's Buffalo's turn to go for it on 4th down. They're going to give it to Jacobs. Jacobs is going to bulldoze a defender and find his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown, making it 13-3. Extra point is going to make it 14-3 Buffalo. And there you see, nice little spin move there by Jacobs to get the ball into the end zone. Breaks that plane, and that is a touchdown for Josh Jacobs. Trevor Lawrence and this Jacksonville team taking over at their own 16-yard line. That is going to be the backup running back, Etienne, who doesn't get much on that play. In fact, he goes the wrong direction, as that'll be big Drew Seymour that gets the tackle for loss. Love to see what he's done these first couple games of his NFL career. Future looks bright for Seymour right now. Meanwhile, Lawrence looking for, not able to find anybody on that play, and that will lead to a punt. So here come the Bills now. Ball at the 46, 1st and 10. Allen dropping back, looking for, not able to find anybody, as that'll be Levante David chasing Allen down from behind, getting the sack. 118 passing yards on the day, but nothing doing there, as Allen noticed the pressure, just didn't get away in time. You see Allen rolling out to his right, trying to escape at the last possible moment, but David dropping him from behind, as that will stall this Bills drive out, at least for the time being, as it is 3rd and 5. Ball at the 34. Allen out of the gun, it looks like. He's going to let the play clock go a little bit, and he will have a screen to White. White jukes the defender, gets the first, and rumbles a little bit more for the first down. As these Bills are now moving, already with the lead and threatening to put more points up on the board, as that was a nice screen there to James White, former New England Patriot, signed a nice little deal with the Bills this offseason, and he has been a great offseason addition as well. Gotta love what the Bills were able to do this offseason so far, as that will be Levi May yet again short on 3rd down. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Bills, as that'll bring out Tyler Bass for this short field goal attempt. Call it about 24 yards up and good. So that's going to extend this lead out for the Bills, as Bass steady and true so far this season. As here comes James Robinson. So far, so good on the season for him. 437 yards, 4 touchdowns for Robinson on this campaign. As Lawrence is going to be out of the gun, he's going to quickly sling that out to his tight end. That would be... Oh, he did not complete that pass. I am sorry. That was an incomplete pass there by Lawrence. As Lawrence, again, quick to find his receiver. This time, he is going to find, I believe, that would be Chenault that he was able to find for the first down. So, Chenault getting the first for Jacksonville. And yes, that is Chenault there over the middle. Gets this ball across midfield and gets the first down for Jacksonville, as they continue to move, and they are knocking on the door here. Ball at 35. Lawrence looks to get away, and he's not able to, as he runs right into the powerful frame of who else but Drew Seymour. We've been saying his name a lot so far, and once Lawrence got in the clutches of Seymour, there was just nowhere to go, as Seymour just powers him right down to the ground on that play. So nice effort there by the rookie, as Lawrence is now out of the gun on 3rd and 6. He's going to look to scramble, lets it fly, and he is going to get a good pass off. Gets them inside the 10-yard line here at the very end of the half. It is 17-3 Buffalo in Jacksonville. Ball at the 9. Lawrence, he's going to roll out again. This time he's going to have to throw it away. Nothing doing on that play, as that's going to lead to a short field goal by Rohweiser. And that is up and good, chipping away at this lead. It is now 17-6 Buffalo. Got to be impressed with both offenses so far. They've been able to move the ball real well, but it is halftime here in Jacksonville, and the story is the Buffalo passing attack. 168 yards already on the day for the Buffalo Bills in terms of the passing game. If we look around the NFL, though, some good games going on right now. We have 28-10 there going into the half, as the Dolphins look to upset the undefeated Cleveland Browns out there in Cleveland. We will be keeping an eye on that. Meanwhile, a little bit south of here in Tampa Bay, it is 17-7 Bucks, as they are looking to take the lead into halftime. Brady with 2 touchdowns on that game. The Tampa Bay Bradyneers looking to add a victory to their record here today. Meanwhile, it was a rout up in New Jersey, where the New York Jets beat the New England Patriots 40-14 your final in that game. But meanwhile, it is time to get underway here in the second half, as McKenzie is just going to let this one fall into his hands in the end zone and take a knee there for the touchback. As here comes Josh Jacobs, almost 600 yards on the season for him and 6 touchdowns already for Jacobs. He's been a workhorse for the Bills in these first few weeks. Allen will be under center to start this second half off. He's going to drop back, look for, and find Diggs over the middle. He will get the first down. They're going to give him about 12 on that play, as Diggs has these Bills moving. Bills are going to be out to about midfield, call it the 49-yard line. Allen going to give it off to Jacobs. Jacobs doesn't get much there. Call it a gain of maybe 1 on that play. So Jacobs is going to be stuffed on that drive, and the drive will stall out. So your Bills are going to have to punt this ball away, giving the ball right back to Jacksonville. As Lawrence, he's going to give it to Robinson. Robinson jukes out Edmonds, and he will be taken down. That is Jordan Poyer who finally brings him down in the open field. 76 yards so far for Robinson on the day, and Lawrence and Robinson have this offense rolling. 5 wideouts here in the red zone as Lawrence drops back, and he is able to find Jones in the end zone for a touchdown. So that makes it 17-12 rather, in favor of the Bills, as Jones just gets away from White on that play, wide open in the end zone for the Jacksonville touchdown. Jacksonville will be going for 2 on this drive. They will be looking to make it a 3-point game as Etienne just powers through, and he does get the 2-point conversion, so that'll make it 17-14 Buffalo. It is now a 3-point ball game with about 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. These Bills have to figure it out, and McDermott is not happy, as you can see there on the sideline. Not much resistance to that 2-point conversion at all, as Etienne, he just runs and bullies over. I believe he got Milano on that play. You don't see that too often, where Milano just gets bulldozed. But here comes Josh Jacobs and the rest of this Bills offense looking to answer right back here near the end of quarter number 3. As Allen, he's going to be dropping back to pass. He's going to look for and find. He found Levi May. That'll give him 200 yards passing on the day, him being Josh Allen. May been a big factor in the game so far for the Bills, as there is Juju getting the ball inside the 10, call it about the 6 or the 7 for these Bills, as Allen now making some changes at the line, looking to make something happen here in the red zone. Allen's going to drop back. He's going to roll out to his left, and he's going to look for it. He has Diggs in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. So nice patience there from Allen. He rolled out to his left, and he just waited and waited until finally he saw a window in the defense. He just fired right through that throwing lane. Waited for Diggs to get right in the opening in the middle of the sea of Jacksonville defenders, and that will extend this Bills lead out, as the Bills are now going to be up 24-14 here very late in the third quarter. Less than a minute to go, and Jacksonville is going to have the ball, as Jacksonville looks to get one more playoff before the third quarter ends, and that will be a stuff. So Jacksonville moving the wrong direction before this fourth quarter gets underway. It's 24-14 Buffalo. We again are going to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by Wizards of the Coast. We are not actually sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. I am not affiliated with Wizards of the Coast at all, but it's fun for me to talk about, as the Jaguars continue to move this ball, but they are going to be short on third down, as here comes Josh Allen yet again looking to put this game out of reach for the Jaguars, as that will be Jacobs for a modest gain there of about 2 on that play. Allen and the Bills driving. Allen out of the gun. He's going to drop back. He's going to look for and not be able to find Juju. He was under pressure there on that play. Nothing doing so far, as Allen drops back again. Finds, that will be Troy Sheffield over the middle, and he will get his first touchdown on his NFL career. Sheffield with the big score, so he's got one for his trophy case, as young man, have yourself a day to remember. Welcome to the NFL, Troy Sheffield. Touchdown Bills, as he is going to put this lead. You gotta think it's out of reach now, but Bass is going to shank the extra point, so it is going to be 30-14 Buffalo maybe a little bit of a window there as Bass shanks the extra point. Eesh. That was ugly as Lawrence is going to drop back and he will find Jones to open up the drive for a first down. Ball at midfield now. Lawrence again has this Jags offense moving and grooving as that'll be Tre'Davious White reading Lawrence all the way and picking it off. Easy reads, C-spot run, Tre'Davious White with the interception. And that will lead Josh Allen out onto the field. 29 of 37 on the day for Allen. 325 yards. And, of course, the 3 touchdowns have the Bills out to a very early lead as Jacobs, he's going to move forward for about 5 to start this Bills drive off. And the Bills are moving in a hurry as here's Jacobs yet again, and he is going to find the end zone. I'm not quite sure if he actually got in. We will have to see this replay to know for sure. He met some heavy resistance. Can't really tell from that angle. This should be a good one. And right there, ball does break that front plane of the end zone. So that will be a touchdown, Buffalo. And that will do it. That will put the game out of reach for the Jaguars. 37-14 your final here in Jacksonville. As there you see McDermott and Urban exchanging pleasantries, as that is a great victory if you are the Bills. Kind of blew out the team that ended your playoff run last year, so that has to feel good. 342 yards passing, 100 yards on the ground for Buffalo. So have a day offense. Holy cow. If you are Jacksonville, nothing to be disappointed about. You ran into a good Bills team. Chances are we're going to see these two show up in the playoffs against each other again. So that'll be a matchup to keep an eye on and look forward to if that happens. But this has been week 6 of the NFL here on Snyderman Broadcasting. We're going to remind you one more time, if you are not subscribed to our service already, please do so now. Share this out with everybody that you know so that we can give more NFL action to more people. And absolutely go vote in our poll. The link is in the description below. If you have not cast your vote for the Bills Stadium name already, do so. You don't want to miss this opportunity. In the meantime, be good, Bills Nation, and we will see ya.